Well, it's been a minute, hasn't it? All right, so today is November 21st, 2020. I created my YouTube channel on November 21st, 2010. So it's my 10th anniversary of being on YouTube. And I've been taking notes. I've been preparing for this video for since mid-October, and I've been keeping notes, and that's why I keep looking down. And yeah, I've been preparing for this for a while. Something interesting that I noticed earlier, there I uploaded a video about me talking about why I'm a Pokemon fan. And I just unprivated that last night. And I became a Pokemon fan in around 2006, and I uploaded that video on December 23rd, 2012. So that's about 2,500 days. But conversely, between now and that video is almost 2,900 days. So, in other words, there's less time between me becoming a Pokemon fan and making the video about it than there is between me making that video about it and right now. And I thought that was really interesting. Anyway, being that I cannot recreate my first YouTube video because it was a video of me playing Peggle, and I uploaded it using the built-in feature of uploading clips directly to YouTube. But a few years ago, Peggle and Peggle Nights were taken off the PlayStation Store, and along with it, the YouTube feature was removed. So I can't recreate that. My first 20 videos were just me playing Peggle. So instead, what I'm going to do is in my first vlog video, I had answered questions in this other video about vlogging by Miles Dyer. And so I'm going to do that again because a lot has changed in these 8 years. My personality is totally different. It's like looking at a different person when I look back at my old videos. Anyway, let's see. The first question was, who are you and where are you from? I couldn't say it outright last time because my parents limited me to 1 hour of computer time each day. And my dad at least wanted to review every video that I made before I uploaded it. And so there were a few takes where I mentioned it. Might upload them later, but my dad wouldn't let me post them, so I had to work around it. And that's what I did in that video. I'll also link that in the description. But I'm Travis Kelton, and I'm from Newark, Delaware. A lot of people, for some reason, they think that I'm like Haitian or something, or like from London, and I don't get that. Like they always like wonder. They ask me when people first meet me. They ask where my accent's from, and I don't know what to tell them. But yeah. So the second question was, why did you come to YouTube? Well, here's the thing. I've been using YouTube since pretty much its inception, back when the subscribe button was yellow. And I wasn't allowed to make an account because I was, how fucking old? I was like 6 or 7 or 8. The only account I had at that time was Club Penguin. And so just, my brother had an account, my older brother, Dylan. And so me, him, the three of us were siblings, and Hayden. We shared his account. And it's still floating around somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, we all used that until we all decided to get separate YouTube channels, and mine just happened to be 10 years ago today. Before, for the first few years, I only just used it to watch Happy Tree Friends and stuff, look at memes and whatnot. But my dad had me read an article about how to get out of my shell, because in real life I'm extremely quiet, almost to the point of being nonverbal. And so it was suggested that I do vlogging to come out of that. But for the same reason I mentioned earlier as to why I couldn't say where I live, I couldn't upload or make videos as often as I wanted to, because a video takes usually an hour to film. And so I would try and maximize my time on the weekdays to use my computer time for like school and stuff. And Saturdays were the only day I could use it all day, and so I tried to do all my recording and stuff then. And Sunday, I didn't think I had any hours on Sunday. I don't know why. But yeah, that's why I came to YouTube. The third question was, what do I hope to get out of YouTube? Well, firstly, I'm trying to be on as many websites as I can, make content on as many websites as I can. I already have a bunch of accounts on a bunch of different sites. But the thing about videos is YouTube is the only place probably the only place where one can gain a wide audience solely by making videos. There are a few others, like there's Instagram. I don't like Instagram, I don't like Facebook. TikTok, I've never used TikTok. There's Byte. I post on Byte, but only occasionally. There's what else? Vimeo, yeah, Vimeo. Vimeo's like the only other alternative, but like it's kind of shoddy, and I don't know. There's no like famous Vimeoers, but I might if I find that it's viable. There's Newgrounds also, but that's primarily for like animators and stuff and artists that are actually good at art. And also, I read somewhere that Nico Doga it it let it lets English speakers use it, but I can't imagine a scenario where I have Japanese fans. Imagine a Japanese person like scrolling along and they just see me on their website, they'd be all confused. But yeah, I'll probably post this video in a lot of different places. I'm planning on it, at least. Another thing is that I have a lot of ideas for content. Like videos about, I don't know, gaming. The only gaming videos I've done were what was it? Playing Tekken Revolution, Soul Calibur, The Last of Us, uh, Melee, and a couple other ones on Vine that I haven't posted, like Uncharted 2, and the speedrunning videos that are unlisted. And also, I do all that, like, and post it publicly if I had a capture card and I knew how to, like, set it up. But there's a lot of equipment that goes with that. And I don't feel like scoping all that stuff out because I'm not a tech guy. I don't know about that stuff. It goes over my head whenever I try and research it. Let's see. I could do like rant videos, like where I take something that I don't like. There are a lot of things I don't like, and just talk about them unscripted. Or some things that I've really been eyeing are videos about me explaining things and telling stories, because those are like my forte. Even though I might not be the best at it, it's one of my favorite things to do. I mentioned in the first one of these I did that I didn't want to do story videos because no one would watch them, but here we are. That was in 2012. There weren't as many animator YouTubers, story YouTubers as there are now. I could do that. I'll think about it. If I can find out how to edit well. I don't well, I like editing a little bit, but it's like not it's a hassle, I'd say. And hmm I was think this is I don't this is one that I really think would be interesting, but it would probably be horrible if I did it. I've been thinking it would be cool if I show off Lego MOCs, the creations that I may make. But there's probably a whole collection already of Lego YouTubers. They'll come across my videos and like be like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, I'm not a stan or anything like that. I just think it would be cool to use them for a video. And about the music thing, also that I mentioned in the previous one, I said that I didn't want to. I said that I couldn't write songs or be a songwriter because I didn't know how to read sheet music. I still don't. And I didn't know how to sing well. And I still don't. But technically, I don't have to do either of those things. In theory, I could record demos on my phone and show them to singers and see what those singers can do with them. I was watching YouTube videos about it. I might do that. I have a keyboard app on my phone and I record little tunes when they come to me. I might do something with that if I find out how. And fuck, there are a lot of video ideas that I have here, but I don't feel like going through them all. The fourth question, moving on, is what are my passions in life? If passion is defined as something that motivates me and that I'm deeply invested in, then I would say for certain, that my passion is art. I consider art, any sort of art, my raison d'etre. Writing and acting and reading, but not as much as I used to. Those are my main artistic expressions. Doing those things are some of the only things remaining that genuinely evoke joy in me whenever I do it. Like the whole process of acting, auditioning, rehearsing the script, memorizing the script, uh, costume, what the fuck I call it? Costume rehearsal or something like that. I forget. It's been like a year since I did a performance. That would be good. Story time thing. No, dress rehearsal. That's what it's called. Yeah. And seeing all the people come out, watching the audience, I love that for some reason. I don't know why. I love performing so much, but it's genuinely fulfilling to me. And I consider making videos like this in the same category. Making videos like this, I genuinely enjoy it. And so, no, I'll save. This is sort of a segue into the next one. Next, the last question. Who do I want to meet through YouTube? The people I want to meet through YouTube are people that I can relate to and have uh, commonalities with. I am autistic and plural, amongst other things, which, by the way, is the reason why I seem to talk weirdly or different in some of my videos. And I think I can offer unique input, I suppose, into what it's like in that realm, that world, because I haven't seen very many good YouTubers do that. That's probably what I'm gonna do next. I have a this by the way, I'm recording on my phone. The webcam that I used for that previous one, it's laying around somewhere. I don't like using it because it's old. And I have a laptop now with the webcam, but the laptop doesn't have an external microphone. But I have headphones that have a microphone on it. So if I use those two in conjunction, I can film videos in my room, which would be a lot easier and a lot better, I think, once I clean my room. I th- I don't know if it's I don't know if I'll get people to come to my channel by them finding me. I'd find people and try and bring them to me. Because I don't want to be famous. I just want like a nice little 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers or so, and that's spread out across all my other platforms that I'm on, all my other accounts, just like a little community. And I'm not trying, not like trying to be humble. I cannot handle fame. I don't have the capacity to handle something like fame, where a lot of people look up to me. I can't imagine that going well for me. And the privacy that I have, I wouldn't be able to maintain it. With a smaller fan base, I can feel like I'm important to someone, which hardly has ever happened in my life. And I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought talking about that because it induced a thing. Yeah, I'll probably that's probably what I'm gonna make videos about primarily moving forward. Being neurodivergent, being neurodivergent, and the experiences that surround that. I actually an interesting thing that I just remembered. I recorded a video a few months, I think, after that Pokemon one about autism, but my dad wouldn't let me post it, I think, or I just got embarrassed. But it's still lying around in this computer here, and so I might find it and post it because I think it would be interesting to see how I felt about it back then. I still have the script for it somewhere that I wrote. Yeah, I wrote no quotes. But like, yeah, that's probably what I do before I try and make any more videos about neurodivergency. That's about it for the questions. I'm probably forgetting a few things, and I'm gonna remember them right as I hit the stop button right there. So, right now it's I don't know what time it is. It was like 5:30 when I started recording. When I started to come down here to record, and it took several minutes to prepare to record like it always does. And so after I record this video, I'll post it immediately. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I'm also gonna go to all the websites, most of the websites that I have accounts on, and try and synchronize them. I want all my content to be able to be enjoyed in conjunction with each other, but also able to be enjoyed individually. That's my goal, and I think that's my biggest problem. What I haven't been doing well. That's how I will thrive, and I will thrive. I'm determined to. And I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna post another video until I'm finished captioning this video and all my previous videos, besides the unlisted ones, which are just like vacation videos and stuff. Might unprivate some of those also, but yeah. There are a bunch of other videos on this computer that I'll try and extract later, because a lot of them are really interesting. And also experiment with things like OBS, which I've used before to record myself playing Tetris. Might post those if I can find them. And what else am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm just gonna spend the next few days or the next few months or so, maybe, going through my profiles and trying to synchronize them. This video, I consider the start of that. And I'm excited because for the first time in a while, I have something of a will to live and a desire to do things other than lie down in bed. And I don't want to waste that. So, if I can get a steady stream of some sort of content going, then I can get the sort of fulfillment that I've been looking for. And I can't wait to see what the future holds. I will see you in the next video, which might be sooner than you think, because if I think of a lot of more things, then I'll just make a follow-up video, a part 2. I'll call this part 1 and then call the other one part 2. But for now, that's it. See you next time.